what happened to chivalry? Like, why don't men open doors for women anymore?
I don't know. Maybe if more women could fit through the doors, more doors would be open for them.
I know you were not looking at Michael.
Can I just talk about how, on average, I'm opening the door for men more than they open the door for me? I knew that chivalry was dead, but I didn't know it was like this. I don't mind being kind to men, opening the door for them. Yeah. But it's just a little off-putting when it's 3 out of 5 times I'm opening the door for a man and he's just going right through. You feel like a man after that? Me personally, I wouldn't feel like a man after that. I'd feel like a bitch. But that's just me. I don't know. Men, do you have any respect for yourselves? You guys, on average, guys, I'm really out here opening doors for men more than they're opening for me. We're talking about grown men. We're talking about grown men, grown men, beard men, okay? Me, little lady, opening the door for you 3 out of 5 times is kind of weird.
What defines being a nice guy versus being a good man?
Oh, I can't stand nice guys.
What?
Can't.
What's the difference?
They're people pleasers to me. When I hear nice guy, and remember, you have to remember how I associate to the word nice. Nice means you want to make other people happy. Nice means you are walked over easily. I feel like nice guys finish last because they're always putting everyone else before them. Whereas a good man,
he stands 10 toes down.
He stands 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I respect a good man. I don't necessarily respect a nice guy. They gonna come for me on that one.
There's gonna be a lot of hurt people in the comments. Oh, okay. This is a more okay.
Right.
We got 2 more.
Okay.
So the next one is, this is juicy. Why are some men insecure around strong women that are about business? You have experience in this, Sarah.
How long we got?
We have time.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. These modern women think that a man is supposed to want what she wants. I say the plan, I announce it, you're supposed to want it too, right? If your vision is different from mine, then you must not really even like me. You gotta be exactly.
If you're a man building an empire, you can't afford to date someone who's still addicted to the club. Let's be real. Men who actually know where they're going don't waste their time in the nightlife scene. Why? Because a man with a big vision isn't impressed by a loud room or a fancy bottle. He's looking for that quiet woman with a real purpose. He wants someone who doesn't need a crowd of strangers just to feel like she's important. A woman who lives for the weekend will only be a distraction. She'll pull a high-value man away from his goals. But a woman who is building her own dream, she's the one who will push that same man to reach his full potential. If you want a high-level life, you need a high-level partner. You don't need someone who needs 100 likes and a loud party just to feel alive. So, fellas, stop looking around and start looking up. Focus on becoming the man you were meant to be. When you truly know your worth, you stop trying to convince people to see it. You just keep moving forward. And trust me, the right woman, she'll meet you when you get to the top.
And you sit up here and listen to these modern women talk about how they can't find a good man. Up to a singles event, I can't seem to find a man. It's just a figment of my imagination. It's like Sasquatch. It's like Bigfoot. He doesn't exist. There are sightings, but the Loch Ness Monster. That's exactly what he is. I cannot find him. But then y'all go out here and disrespect the man, talk trash about the man, and then y'all get confused. Well, he's not showing up to singles event. He's not showing up to singles event. I can't really find a man to talk to me in the gym. Man, I go to the church, man. I go to the grocery store. I'm up here at the gas station at 6 a.m. creeping on men. I'm at Home Depot peeking around the corner creeping on men. Can't find anybody. It's not a mystery. It's just that you run your mouth too much. And now men.
Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like? I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species.
Well, here's what those guys are doing on a typical Saturday. First thing is he's getting in the gym. Okay, he's either doing some kind of gym class, some kind of HIIT class, likely training with a friend or two, right? Or maybe he's doing high rocks, right? Or maybe he's doing like a sport like paddle or football. He's doing something active, okay? So be somewhere active, the higher level the gym, right? The high quality guys that are going to be there. Second thing, after that, he's probably going for lunch. Somewhere chilled. Nothing crazy. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't need to be fancy, but he's going for lunch, right? Or going for brunch with whoever he just trained with. Then he's going to go home, he's going to shower, he's going to do some work, because obviously if he's a high quality guy, weekends, you don't get the day off. That's how that works. Then in the evening, he's been invited to like some kind of event, maybe like an art gallery, maybe a networking event for the arts industry or tech industry, or maybe even like a charity gala. All right. So there are 3 places you can hit. There you're going to find him.
You think this is normal? You work all day and then hide out here instead of being inside.
I wonder why being yelled at like that when he just wants a minute to himself or peace. If you're so bothered with him being out in the garage, why not make the home inside peaceful? Be nice to him, be kind to him, love him, respect him. The basics. And then maybe he'll want to be inside. He might still need a few minutes of decompression time to himself before he comes in, but it would probably be a lot less often.
And modern women have this thing to where they're expecting you to do it like they want you to do it, exactly how they want you to do it. It's almost like a performance review. You know what I mean? A performance review. So, and I understand, you have to talk to people and communicate with them. I get it. I understand it. I'm all for it. But modern women, the way they be treating you, it's almost like they think that they're your supervisor. Like they own you. Like you're the employee, they're the boss. That's the way they treat you. Like you don't know anything. You don't know what you're doing. Anything that might be coming out of your mouth hasn't been well thought out, hasn't been planned out. You're an idiot. You're a psychopath. You're aloof. You're obtuse. All of that.
You want to know why she's so tired and why she stopped communicating? Why she seems like she does not care anymore? It is not because she stopped loving you. It is because she is mentally drained from being everything for everyone. She shows up at work, at home, for family and friends, constantly needed, constantly giving without pause. She becomes the emotional support for everyone else, but no one ever stops to ask how she is doing. And that is the moment everything starts breaking. When she realizes she is always there, but never truly seen. When she finally tries to open up, it turns into arguments instead of understanding or emotional support. She gets labeled, misunderstood, and blamed every time she tries to express what she feels inside. So she stops talking, not because she does not care, but because she is tired of fighting to be heard. The truth is, she did not lose love. She lost the energy to keep explaining herself without being understood. If this hits you, drop a 100, because sometimes silence is not distance. It is emotional exhaustion.
Can I see it? Oh, a 10. Daddy's so tired. He was sleeping at 10. He worked so hard. He was so sleepy.
I have 3 very important things to say about this one. Number 1, people are going to excuse your actions because you're pregnant and you're hormonal. Well, I'm going to tell you, as somebody that's pregnant, there's no excuse for that behavior. Because guess what? You can have feelings, you can be exhausted, but you choose your behavior. 2, I don't think you like your man very much, because for you to act on those feelings that you're having and behave in this way, it's an indication that you have resentment. And instead of facing that, you are getting physical with this man. And not only that, you are doing it in front of your young children, and they totally see that and will start mimicking it. Lastly, number 3, there's a clear double standard here, because if we were watching a video of a man throwing an egg like that at a woman, the reaction to that video would be overall negative, and the video would be taken down probably, and the man would be canceled.
A lot of these modern women, they'll sit up here and watch a man do the things that he's supposed to be doing, act like he's supposed to be acting, and take it for granted. Fumble them, straight up. Just fumble. They try to make it seem like he's the problem. He's the one doing things that he did this, or he was this, and this. No, you're the problem. You have the issue, and it's time for you to start taking accountability for you fumbling a good man. Plain and simple, man. I did this. I talked to him this way. I was acting silly, had a bad attitude. I wouldn't dress appropriately. I was posting pictures I probably shouldn't have posted. And he got tired of it. He told me this multiple times. He reasoned with me. He sat down and explained things to me. And yet and still continue to do what I wanted to do. And so he left. We couldn't come to agreement, which really means I couldn't stop doing silly.
If he cannot hurt another girl's feelings to protect yours, then he's not yours. Like, he cares more about somebody else's feelings, and you need to let that guy go. Because when someone truly chooses you, your emotional safety becomes their priority, not something they negotiate with other people. Protecting you doesn't mean being cruel.
Yeah.
It means being clear.
Yeah.
And clarity is the bare minimum in a committed situation. If he's worried about disappointing someone else more than losing you, that tells you exactly where you stand. Love isn't silent confusion. Love doesn't keep options open while asking you to stay patient. When a man values you, he doesn't put you in situations where you have to question your place in his life. You shouldn't have to compete with someone who doesn't matter or feel insecure about someone he claims is just a friend. If he's protecting another woman's comfort over your peace, then he's already chosen, and it wasn't you. Letting go isn't losing him. It's choosing yourself before you lose your self-respect. Someone who is meant for you will never make you feel like you're asking for too much when all you want is loyalty and clarity.
I think it's funny because modern women, they want a man to lead, but then they don't want him to lead. Like, they want him to provide, but don't be the sole provider. You know what I mean? Like, it gets real confusing because you're never really ever sure exactly what they want. And so if men have to like continue to like try to guess what you want, how is that appealing? You could be out here giving somebody your money and they'd be like, so what is it that you actually want? I would love to do business with you, but what is it that you're actually looking for? And I think that's what most men struggle with. They don't actually know what a woman wants. These modern women. It used to be that you can get a read on what they're looking for, but nowadays it's a little bit more difficult.
Guys struggle so much with intention because they don't want to play the risk-reward scheme. They'd rather keep her around, texting her for 9 months in the hope that something's going to come of it, instead of telling her, hey, by the way, I'm super attracted to you. I think we'd be a great couple. Why? Because that risk could involve rejection. But trust me, rejection after 30 seconds is much better than being friend-zoned after 9 months. And the worst thing is, he's probably still gonna hold on to it and still try to get inside. But my brother, once she sees you as a friend, it's not that she won't go there. She'll just never look at you in the same light. Because there's different levels of attraction for a woman when you're a friend and you're a serious candidate. Learn to be intentional, learn to be direct when the time presents itself. And a lot of that process is just having the internal confidence and the frame to do so. And if that is something you want to learn, DM me the word mentor. I'm going to teach you personally how to implement these things in your dating life so this never, ever happens to you, broski. And if you see this or any of your friends do, tag him, send it to him, drop me a message. I'm going to help you for free.
And I think another thing that, kind of confuses men is that a lot of these modern women have a whole checklist of the things that they need you to do. They have a whole checklist of the things that they want you to do. And then when you meet those things, or you're pretty well through that list, like you're checking maybe not every box because nobody's perfect, but a good majority of the boxes. She'll say something like, well, I mean, sometimes she don't even say anything. She just acts disappointed, like, okay, is that it? What else do you have? Like, I expect more out of my man. You know what I mean? And then when he asks, she's like, oh yeah, you're doing great, but I know my friends would do, or my dad would do, or my grandpa, or I've heard stories and tales of my great-great-grandpa, who I never even knew, doing this for my great-great-great-grandmother. So I need you to treat me like that. That's a myth. He never did that. If you go back to her and you ask her actually you can't ask her because she passed away. Your mother's lying to you. That's a myth.
It's crazy how men really feel like telling us that we're gonna end up alone forever is an insult. Y'all really think that that's an insult for us? At this point, that's what we want. We want to be left alone because y'all are embarrassing. We are embarrassed. We are disgusted and embarrassed, okay? In reality, we don't really need y'all for nothing no more. We don't want y'all for company because we enjoy our own company. We make ourselves laugh. We don't need y'all to have kids with because most of us single mothers anyway. So we okay with that at this point. On ourselves better than y'all can. We could buy ourselves whatever we want. So in reality, we don't really need y'all. So yes, you're right, sir. We are gonna end up alone, and we're okay with that. We're okay with that. All right, because until the good Lord wants to send out a new batch, we'd rather be alone. I promise it's not an insult. Out of here.
You know what most husbands will never say out loud? That sometimes they feel invisible in their own home. Not because you don't care, but because somewhere along the way, they stopped feeling chosen. The kids need you. The house needs you. Work drains you. And somewhere in all that noise, he starts to feel like the last one you have energy for. He misses the woman that used to reach for him, the one that made him feel wanted, not just needed. But he won't beg for it, because begging doesn't feel like love. It feels like rejection. So he gets quieter, more distant, until one day you look at him and realize he's still there, but he's not the same. And it's not because he stopped loving you. It's because he finally believed you stopped wanting him.
Let me tell you something. You modern women got a man showing up for you for years. Doing your bidding, fighting off these other men that be dogging you out, simping for you. Ungrateful. Pretty much buy you anything that you want, as long as he can afford it. And it ain't gonna put him out. That ain't the man that you want. Show up for you, be on the phone with you, gotta go to work early in the morning, gotta get up and go to the gym, need to be grocery shopping, on the phone with you. Had a business meeting, because some of these men are missing business opportunities. And you might sit up here and say, oh man, he an idiot for that. Maybe so. But he's trying to invest in you. And this is what men are trying not to do. See, I have this opportunity, but I'm trying to give you my time. And when y'all continue to waste a man's time, he says, you know what? I'm not missing no more opportunity. Well, you shouldn't in the first place. Exactly. But I did it because I thought you was going to be a good investment. And now that I know for sure, with 100% certainty, that you as a modern woman are not going to be a good investment, I'm going to be taking the business meeting every Sunday.
Quit trying to get that back, dog. If you spent more time chasing your money, getting smart and more educated, becoming the best version of yourself, and taking all of that energy that you putting on her, trying to get her back, and put it into you trying to get back to a better version of yourself, you will be a lot further. But you rather sit there and chase after a person who don't want to be with you no more. You rather sit there and beg for this woman to give you another chance. You rather sit there and beg for this woman to see value within you. You rather sit there and hope that the gods in the universe will persuade her mind to see that you are the best man for her and y'all supposed to be together. You delusional fucker. You stand in this situation on purpose. You stand in this situation by choice. You stand in this situation not because you have to, but because you think that you got to, because your value is so fucking low and you don't see who you are outside of this person, and it leaves you stuck in this vicious cycle of this woman rejecting you, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and it's leaving you broken as if you took just a small percentage of that energy and put it into yourself, dog, your life would be so much better right now. But keep chasing her. Keep trying to get her to change her mind. Keep hoping that she'll be different. Keep hoping that she'll come back to you when she bouncing on her right now. You stupid. Fuck, love yourself. Respect yourself. And walk the away and become better. Send me a DM if you want some one-on-one help.
You know, you have a lot of men out here choosing peace. Really, honestly and truly. It doesn't matter if a man is in a relationship or a man is, currently pursuing a relationship or a man doesn't have a relationship at all. It doesn't matter, right? Men have come to the point to where, I'm tired. I'm frustrated. There's no reason for me to continue feeling like this every day. I should not have to come home from work. And it's gotten to the point to where it's not even me coming home from work. I could be at work. And even it's gone beyond me being at work. I start my day with foolishness. You help me to start my day with foolishness. Men are tired of that. I start my day with foolishness. From the night before, you had something silly going on. I get up in the morning, you still have foolishness going on. I'm at work in the middle of the day, you still got foolishness going on. At the end of the day, I come home when I should be eating dinner, watching the game, still got foolishness going on. At all points and parts during the day, you've got foolishness going on. Why in the world would I want to be around them? Y'all don't care about it because you like keeping up mess. You like drama. You like to be the center of attention. Modern women, I'll take drama. I'll take this attention, this validation, however I can get it. But men are not that way. A lot of men are not that way. They don't like that type of stuff. But you're going to keep on doing that, and you're going to wonder why a man is like, you know what? I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to be a part of this nonsense. I'm just going to stay single. I'm not going to be part of this. I don't have to do this. You're wondering why. You're going to be asking where the men are. Staying far away from food.
My cousin asked me the other day, and he was just like, you be talking to all these fine girls. They all look good. Why you don't take none of them serious? Why don't you cuff them? I'm going to explain to y'all a really good reason why I ignore so many of them. I was chilling with this girl one day, right? And I was trying to be vulnerable, We was just I was trying to have a deep conversation. And I was telling her, like, ever since my guy, I haven't been the same. Things been messed up about me, Like, my mental health hasn't been the same. I'll be feeling certain ways, like, it hurt me, it scarred me. Something I probably never healed from. In the midst of me talking about that and just telling her, like, how much I miss my godmother, she sat there and asked me, why you like rubbing my butt so much? I looked at her with the straightest face and I just stared at her for about 5 minutes straight. In the midst of me being vulnerable, talking about someone's death, she asked me, why do you like touching my butt so much? And I just looked at her. She was like, what? Is it because it's fat? And she wasn't like playing. This was a serious question. She actually waited for her answer. And I was like, are you serious? You playing, right? And she was like, what? It's a question. Well, there's your answer. That's why I don't talk to these girls and take them serious. I don't care how good they look. Come on, man. Do better.
So we have two things you just brought up about women that men don't know about women. Okay. One is what happens when we don't have plenty of time. Like literal personality change. Okay? And it has everything to do with time. That's one. And the other is meanwhile. We do things meanwhile. Because there's so many things asking to be done, and I can't go further with this, so I'll do that. Or while this is cooking, while the water is boiling, I'll do this. And one of my workshop leaders, her husband heated up a bowl of soup. And she asked, what are you doing? He said, I'm waiting for my soup to cool. And she goes, oh, meanwhile, could you do this? And he's like, no. Now, our reaction to that is like, they're so stupid. They can only do one thing at a time. And my reaction to that is, but who's eating cold soup?
Because he makes a big majority of our dinners. He'll cook it. He's such a wonderful cook. And then he says, dinner's ready. And I say, okay, I'll be right there. Ellen, dinner's ready. Hold on.
You crave this masculine presence in your life, but what do you think it is that men crave from women? It's not their independency, it's not how much money you make or that you're a CEO, it's your nurturing warmth, your acceptance and inviting energy. You want your man to be big, strong, and masculine, but your critical remarks and your judgment makes him feel small. If you really want to attract a masculine man, then you have to lower this defensive shield of yours.
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance. Like, are we all living the same life at this point?
Humans weren't made for social media. Social media has given people the disillusion that they have so many options when in actuality they have none. So many people are so engulfed with social media now that they no longer are working on themselves. You have to put it like this. Social media is a revolving door in which you go in and out. You don't like the way somebody speaks, you just go to the next person at the swipe of a finger. They don't like the way you talk. You just go to the next person at the swipe of a finger. There's no more work on yourself. Love is not love is exactly where it's at. But what happened is that people are no longer working on themselves. Instead, they're just jumping to the next person. They're in the next bed before they could even heal properly, at least. And before you know it, every year you're sleeping with 3 different people. You gotta also put it like this. Say you're walking on the street. You talk to one person. You talk to another. You talk to another. Say you talk to 500 people that one day. You're going to be so overstimulated. Your brain's going to be all over the place. Your hormones are going to be so elevated that you would just have to literally lay down. People think that when you're online and you're on social media that the interaction is not real. The interaction is just the same as you walking out there and talking to 500 different people, but you're doing it on a computer screen. You are so overstimulated that you need to disconnect.
If a woman says to you, get away from me, leave me alone. Guys think that she's a guy. So they think she means leave me alone. What she really means is chase me and prove to me you love me. Ladies, if that's true, make some noise. So I understand in a masculine, logical world, if a guy says leave me alone, you leave him alone. Because that's what he wants. But a woman tells you something, just know usually it means the opposite of what she's saying.
Hey, babe.
What's up,
you
babe?
grab me something to eat while you out there?
I got you. It's on me.
No, I got you. Come on. Just pay for
Thank you, babe. You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Just pay for both hours.
You over there, probably looking stupid. As always, you ain't never got nothing to say.
Listen. It sounds like you having a bad day. So I'm finna come pick you up. Just go ride around and see
if I take this seat like
free your mind.
Cause you're sitting alone. Keep it sipping right in there. If you got, don't lie, ain't got to front for me. I'ma give you these digits that you can call. You can hit me on my cell if I'm not home. Are you down to swing in it?
I'm telling about men arguing with women. You keep disrespecting me, I'ma disrespect you back.
Okay, you done.
You go low, I'm going.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
No, my girl. You came in here arguing like a woman. Just like a woman.
And did. Babe, should I pay the bill? Or should I get that new PlayStation?
I just brought some of
Don't be out too late, babe, okay? Love you.
Everybody on this shit be no nigga. Stand on whole nigga. Just gon' cry in the toys. That's all that you can afford.
Hello? Nah, where you at? You hold a big day. You know what time it is?
I can remember you crying.
Man,
you deserving the world.
If you don't get back in 5 minutes, I know something. I know something.
What's your best relationship advice?
If you're a woman and you feel like you're going to expire, there's no wall. None of that's true. The dating pool might shrink. That's fine because you only need one person. Who cares if it's smaller? You don't need to rush into anything. Please don't. I definitely rushed. The toxic ideas of expiring as a woman at 30 kind of got to me. We got married like immediately. And then I had a baby. I wanted it so bad that I pushed past the warning sign. But like there's no finish line to life. I bought a house. I've had a kid. I have an amazing job. I was married. None of that stuff changed how I value myself. But I do know that rushing into things is a recipe for disaster.
It's really an embarrassment, and that's why we have to get you guys under control. You cannot be black while wearing the racial features of Europeans. You're a Negropean, and it's bad, and that's why I have to address it. Now, I didn't talk directly to you because you don't matter. So I spoke to the behavior. I wasn't there to insult you, but clearly you took it personally because you're lost. We can't fix you. But what we can do is we can deal with the young women and teach them that you are so extraordinary as a black human being that you can do something no other woman can do. When your hair grows, it grows up toward the sun with life. It doesn't fall head and dangle down like the Caucasians. So when you defend the fact that you would like to damage your hair with heating treatments or with chemicals, no, I don't think it's good that you use those toxic chemicals. And it's with the love that I give you that you react with anger, holding on to what has been pushed into you through colonialism and enslavement. And that's why you rage against me. You're the best example of an unruly, angry black woman who rages against the very man that she says she wants to protect her and lead her. And we have to deal with the fact that a lot of you behave like animals, and no, I won't stand for it. And I'll continue saying exactly what I said, and I mean every bit of it. And you're a lost female, and are you married? Are you married to the father of your child?
Oh, you think I'm going to answer your questions about my personal life?
I'll answer the same question. The reason you won't answer it is due to shame. My grandmother always said, when you feel ashamed, you have to hide. The truth will set you free. You can say yes or no. Why won't you answer the question?
All men, we want feminine and submissive women.
There are black women that are submissive.
There are many feminine. In all races, there are many women that's feminine and submissive. Out of them. Let's just use that same logic. So you have to get me to be feminine and submissive. That's what you're saying as a black woman. Now, you want a masculine man, right?
Right.
What if I said to you, you have to get me to be masculine? Mm-hmm. Before you get me to be masculine, I'm going to act feminine.
You should be masculine.
I should already
as
be
a
masculine.
Man.
You should automatically be feminine. Listen real quick. You should automatically be feminine and submissive as a woman, and no man should have to get that out of you.
So shut up!
Men can just go sleep around with like 10 women and it's okay, but then if a woman does it, it's like bad.
How easy do you think it would be for you to go in there and sleep with 10 guys?
Very easily. I mean, because like guys willingly will just go up to you out of the blue.
For the average guy, like your friend that was just here, how easy do you think it would be for him to sleep with 10 women?
If the guy is like some like gorgeous model, maybe he might.
I think if a guy could sleep with 10 women, the reason he's celebrated is because not a lot of guys can sleep with 10 women. There's a lot of guys that are virgins not by choice. Whereas like even the ugliest woman can sleep with a guy. So why celebrate you for something that's so easy to do?
I'm getting back into dating again, but I struggle to approach women.
Okay, 3 tips. When you approach her in your head, I already won. If you approach her with this mindset of she's out of my league, she's too attractive for me, you already lost. Number 2, your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you approach her nervous and shy, she will then return the energy nervous and shy, which makes you more nervous and shy. And number 3, you don't have to be funny, charismatic, witty, or cunning. Just walk up and just say, yo, what's good? Hey, how's it going? You don't have to have this crazy line, because that's the reason why you say, I don't know what to say. You know what to say. Hello, hi, how are you? Don't overcomplicate this, bro. And if you're a guy that's been struggling to get back into dating, just comment the word Chad down below and I'll reach out to you.
Well, you don't want to add on any calories, do you? Let me order for you. I'll surprise you. I know what you want.
I hate surprises. You know this place better than me, so.
Yes, I do. I tend to know what women like. Well, I'm definitely a cut above the rest. You don't want to.
You don't like red wine? Hair or something?
I'll order you a drink that'll suit what you're looking for.
What am I looking for?
Something with less calories.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, wine does have a lot of sugar. So what are you getting?
I'm getting the ribeye and the mashed potatoes.
So what are you going to order for me then?
The ribeye with the mashed potatoes.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to go with...
She's actually going to have what I'm going to have.
Oh my God. I can't even talk. Okay, I can't even order it. He thinks he's being so nice. If you don't mind, I'm going to take care of my bill because...
I do mind. I will not embarrass me.
It's not an embarrassment. I should just cash out.
No, it is. It's very much an embarrassment.
I know that I never have a really nice style.
Men don't approach us anymore. This is why. Because we'd rather just not be seen as a creep. Just for making an innocent comment and starting a conversation. So ladies, you can approach us now. Because I don't want to walk up to a girl and then her make a video of how I ruined her moment just because I wanted to start a conversation. So you approach us, because not one man on this earth will get annoyed at you for starting a conversation. Doesn't matter if he has no interest in you romantically, or if maybe he doesn't even want to talk to anyone in that moment. But he will never treat you like a mangy dog like this lady is. It will be nice. Yeah, someone was interested enough to talk to me. That's an interaction. That's called being a human being. But this, I'm just not approaching.
If submission is so valuable, why aren't men earning it instead of demanding it?
I don't think a real man demands submission. I think a real woman just
submits naturally.
Because we naturally are submissive. We're only this way because life has made us harder, because we have to achieve, because we have to pay bills, because we have to protect our children. But if a man comes in and takes that stress off of us, naturally, we don't have to keep our armor on anymore, because we're no longer going to war the same. Our war is more spiritual. It's emotional. It's mental. It's not physical. That is the yin to the yang. That is the masculine to the feminine. That is the mix that we all need. That is why opposites attract. They're not talking about personality traits. They're talking about masculinity and femininity. Mm-hmm. So a real man, you don't have to ask that lady.
So speak to the men who demand submission from
their... Do better. Read a book. Learn some skills. Have a better idea about leadership. John C. Maxwell is a great author about all things leadership. And he builds on a Christian-based mentality.
I've never had a boyfriend in my adult life, and I talk a lot about being single. And the reason why I talk a lot about it, like at exhaustion, because for a really long time, I was really embarrassed and really hated like that aspect of my life. I would lie on dates when guys would ask me like, well, when's your last long-term relationship? I'd be like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, whatever. I would lie. A lot of embarrassment for me to be like, I don't know. I've never had a boyfriend in my adult life. To talk about being single at exhaustion, so it reaches the girl that was in my place in my 20s, in my early 30s, who is struggling, who is feeling like this is something to be shameful about, or who has that feeling of embarrassment. I want you to know that you are not alone in this process. This is just a stage of your life, and to embrace it as much as possible. If I could go back to my younger self in my 20s and tell her to live it the F up, stop crying over a failed situationship, to stop hoping that this guy would change and get in a relationship with me, because you don't need it. You don't need it. So go out there, live your life. The right one will come along. Don't worry.
While I'm here, I thought maybe we'll do another rant as well. So dating is so out for 2026. It's not even funny. The clarity, headspace, consistent mood, lack of emotional roller coaster is top tier. So at the end of last year, I grew some balls and I went on Hinge again. Randomly, and there was this hot guy on there and I was like, wow, this guy's hot. Anyway, he was so funny and nice. I'm super keen to catch up. The day rolls around that we're meant to be catching up and he goes, I don't know, it's kind of weird to be meeting someone off an app. And I was like, what are you doing here? I don't want to pen pal. That was one of my prompts. That was quite funny, might I add. Never again. Like, I'm dedicating this year to me. 100%. Love that for me. Bye. Love you.
She couldn't believe that he rejected her.
she could not believe that he rejected her. I don't understand what women don't get about it. You said the guy was hot, which means he has the ability to look elsewhere and has other options. So when he rejects you, why is it such a surprise to you? All because the guys that you view as beneath you, you reject the whole time. And then when you bump into a guy who you're actually into, you're used to dealing with guys that you don't want like that. This is why I tell you guys, they don't really bump into guys that they like that. So when they're playing a game and you're thinking, why is she playing with him? She can't really see between the two because she hasn't gone for guys that she really wants like that, who approach her, who try to get at her, who campaign for relationships with her. No. It's only the loser dudes. The dudes where she's like, Whenever they interact with guys that they like, they're the ones campaigning. Or they're going with the flow, hoping that the guy will change his mind or move towards a relationship, so they never know how to go about it.
It's probably one of the hottest days of the summer, honestly. It's like...
Hi. Can I get a ride to my car over there?
Where's your car?
It's all the way in the corner.
In the parking lot?
Yeah.
I don't have a helmet though.
It's fine, it's just over there. It's fine, right?
Yeah, I guess, but just don't fall or something. Have you ever been on a bike? Okay, well, I guess it'll be your first. You don't mind being recorded, right?
I don't mind.
Okay. Hop on in. So you're gonna step on these pegs behind me? One by one? Give me a hand. What's your name, by the way?
Natalie.
Good? You good? Yeah. Okay.
My first.
Lamelli. What is it, like almost a year now? Or like maybe like 7 months? Yeah. That's just probably close to 90, 95. I don't like going fast very much. It's not a fast bike. Alrighty. I'll stop you right here. Okay? Where?
And a lot of these modern women, after they get tired of being strong and independent, they want to get mad at a man because he don't step in and he don't drag her by her neck to do the things that she once didn't want to do. I'm sorry. You told me that you didn't want that to happen. Well, stay out of my way. I ain't never gonna let a man tell me what to do. But now that you're tired of carrying a load, you just want that man. See, what they think men are doing is they think that think about it like the NFL, right? Where very few people get a chance. And so if one go, like you just got one waiting for that man to go down. I'm just waiting for my chance. That man don't even got to go down. Just switch me in. Just give me a chance. You go out there, you get burnt. Coach sit you down. Okay, coach, I'm ready to go. I'm really ready. Not even the next game. You ready to go in the next drive. After you got burnt. Coach, that was my first time in. Put me back out there again. They think that men are that desperate to date them. That's why they think, oh man, I can always get a man like that. No. How many times, let me say this, how many times do you see an all-star? Because that's what y'all are looking for. How many times do y'all see an all-star begging to get back out there? Nope. He's not going to do it. He will go to another team. Because I have that cachet. I can do that. Oh, you don't want to play me? Oh, you want to sit me down? You don't have but a hand, and you might call it a diva. And I can't argue with you, but you ain't got but a handful of times to do that. In the middle of the season, I'm requesting a trade. Kevin Durant requested a trade. Hey, all-star athlete requested a trade, and it's gonna be granted. It's gonna be granted. So y'all thinking that y'all gonna have this bench of all-stars that when one go down, the next one up.